Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, which greetings to you. It's your girl Angela Avon, and I am back with another video. So today we're gonna get into the Nomad's Witch City Salem. Look at that! Isn't that cool? Absolutely love it. So the colors we got today are Devil's Book, which is this matte color here. It's probably gonna look a little more red to you guys, but it's actually burgundy. We also got Hocus Pocus, which is this purple down here. Let's see, Salem Columns right here. And then we have Gallows Heel, which is this shimmer color here. Now, all the colors I do for my looks, they're all randomly chosen. But because the colors are pretty close together, I'm kind of concerned. I'm kind of concerned about doing a halo look, but we're going to go ahead and just do it and see what we get. And while we get this look together, we're going to chop it up. So I already got my brows and my eyelids primed, so let's go ahead and get into the look. And I'm thinking I'm going to go with Devil's Book first, and I'm going to put that in my crease. This palette is so big, my goodness. And I'm glad I randomly chose colors that I haven't tried yet. Because the first time I tapped into the color, my look was green. Yeah. So, I wanted to go ahead and talk about J.Cole's The Fall Off album. It took me a minute to even get this video going because the album is 24 tracks. To me, that was a lot. I wasn't expecting that. Uh-oh. Let's get that corner a little better. There we go. Wow. All right. And there were just a few things I noticed when going into this project. So this album is a double disc album. So one disc is 29 and the other disc is 39. So the reason why he does this is because he's named the disc after his age. So he started writing the songs for the album when he was 29 years old, and then he finished it supposedly at 39. He said it took him 10 years to do this album. So I was like, okay, that's wow, that's commendable. You know, I appreciate people taking their time and doing things, you know, doing their projects and taking it seriously, you know. Looking for my blending brush. Nope, that's not it. Okay, so now I got my blending brush. I'm gonna go ahead and blend out the outer edges. And I also wanted to take my time with this because it was a lot. It was a lot of music to review. And so I wanted to like try to take my time with it before I give an honest opinion. Maybe I should use a smaller brush in my crease. Because I don't want to, I'm trying to avoid bringing it up to my eyebrow. I'm trying to avoid it. But I kind of used a big brush to place this color in. So I'm trying my best to just fade it out and not bring it too high into my eyebrow. Okay, let's. I also want to mention that I am not a J. Cole fan, and I'm not a J. Cole stan. Got my smoothie. It's a little bitter because I use lemon and lime juice. And this color has a lot of fallout. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have a very interesting mess to clean when I'm done. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do Hocus Pocus. I'm gonna put that in the outer and inner corner. Yeah, this color is almost, it appears, you see that? It's really not that much of a difference from the Devil's Book color. And that's what I was concerned of because I wanted to stand out, but I'm going to just see what we get, you know? Okay. So I want to put the good news out first and then the bad news. And I decided to grade this. And then I'm going to share my reasons why I graded it. Or why I gave it the grade I gave it. So, the good news. The good news is I did add music to my library. Bad news is I only added one song. Yeah. You heard me correctly. I added one song out of 24 songs on my library. And I liked, what's that song called? I Love Her Again. And also really like Safety. Safety was the song I added to my library. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and connect the Hocus Pocus. And I'm going to try to bring that just below the Devil Book. I don't want to mess up that blending I did. And I didn't dip back into my palette. I'm just I'm just adding on to what I'm just bringing both ends together. See? So because I added only one song, well, I only liked 2 songs, I have to give it a D. And that makes me feel so bad because I actually like J.Cole. I do. I like his music. But, I'm going to blend out the outer edges of the Hocus Pocus. But I got to be honest. I feel like 24 tracks was too much. I feel like the production sometimes came off lazy, and I think maybe he was trying to go for a chill, laid back type of sound, but it ended up coming off lazy in some tracks. Some tracks felt like they were missing something and it needed just a little bit more of something. And some of the songs were very short, like maybe 1 minute and 30 seconds. To me, that could have been an interlude, but they were actual songs. This album has no interludes. And that was so confusing. I'm like, why do you have songs that are 1 minute and 20 seconds when that could have just been an interlude to introduce to a better track? That was confusing to me. I had a hard time. I felt like I had to focus extra more. I had to focus extra harder on what was being said because the production wasn't pulling me in. It wasn't keeping my attention. And then when I did listen to I was paying attention to the lyrics, I realized he dissed Kendrick and Drake. What did I say? What did we talk about, J. Cole? I remember saying I didn't want to hear him diss anybody. I remember it because I was standing there when I said it. I don't want to hear J. Cole diss. I don't want to hear that. And here was the part that got me. How you gonna diss Drake when you made a song prior to this album apologizing to Drake? I mean, this is the only time I'm probably gonna give Drake some grace, but like, I can see why Drake wouldn't want to be J. Cole's friend at this point. I can really understand. Because how you gonna diss me in one breath and in the next, I mean, you're gonna apologize to me for not having my back, and then you're gonna turn around and diss me. Okay, are we friends or not? Are we enemies or not? What are we doing? Ooh, I'm gonna go in with the Salem color, and I'm gonna put that next to the Hocus Pocus color. I'm gonna bring all the colors into the center, so I'm gonna put more colors, and I'm just kind of do more layering. But I understand. I really understand if Drake. I don't think, as far as I know, Drake and J. Cole are not on talking terms. Rumor has it, allegedly, maybe, I don't know. But if Drake really chose to not deal with J. Cole no more, I would totally understand. Because this is crazy to me. How you gonna diss this man but prior apologize? Did something happen prior to that and then y'all fell out? Like, it's a bit much, man. And if I have to wonder if you're my friend or not, if I don't have a clear yes or no answer to why you're my friend or not, we can't be cool. We can't. I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the same brush I used for the Hocus Pocus, and I'm gonna try to blend where I place the Salem color. And I'm gonna just softly blend that. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feel it, and then I'm gonna put our next color on top of it. Mm. Yeah, see how the Salem color almost disappears. Yeah, these colors are very close together. It's almost coming off. Yeah, these are very close to each other. I'm gonna go in with that Salem color one more time. Yeah, these colors are very close together, and that's what I was afraid of, because I don't want these colors to disappear, but I do want them to blend. I wanted the layering to still be able to be seen, and because these colors are so close together, it's kind of hard to see it. You see what I'm saying? But the fact that J. Cole dissed Kendrick and Drake, that turned me off. I mean, I really don't care that I wouldn't have cared if he dissed Drake if Port Santonio wasn't released. If that song wasn't released and he dissed Drake in this album, I wouldn't have cared if it went down like that. But oh my God. And then you apologized to Kendrick too. And then you turned around and dissed him again. And you and I don't blame Kendrick if Kendrick chose not to deal with him or talk to him no more either. Now, allegedly, there's a rumor going around that Kendrick talked to J. Cole um, since the battle, but I don't know how true that is. I don't know. But I don't know. From what I heard, it sounds like they ain't cool no more. Jeez. Oh, the fallout. I said fallout instead of fall off. Yeah, y'all caught it. You get it. Since this is all matte right now, oh, you see, normally I don't like matte halos. I really don't, and I feel like I might need to blend that Hocus Pocus out one more time because it's not looking quite layered. But the thing is, once everything is settled in, what will happen is it's going to settle in once I spray it and everything. But everything is just in place right now. And I had a feeling it was going to turn out this way, but whatever. And now I'm going to go in with that Galos Hill, and I need a flat brush. Okay. I also have another complaint about this album. I didn't care for how he used similar hip hop samples. Like, I forgot what song that is, but he samples Outkast's Elevators, and I feel like he didn't use that sample in the best way possible. It was there, and I felt like he just had it there just to pay homage, but like it didn't come off as if he really understood how he could have better used that sample. I feel like it was just there just because. Ooh, okay, real. I like this purple. This is so pretty. But and see, now that I'm putting it over, um the Salem color is disappearing. But I'm hoping once it's settled in, it'll come back. It'll revive itself, I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. This is very pretty. Very pretty. Oops, I think I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to smudge it. It didn't make much of a difference. Okay. Well, at least I tried. But it's very pretty. Very pretty. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend out the outer edges of the gallows color. I just feel like he could have better used the samples. And like I said, I feel like there are several sample songs from other famous hip hop songs that he used, but it didn't come out the way I thought. Like in I believe in Poor Things, I think he sampled, who was that? Was that MKG? Was that MKG or was it shoot. I'm drawing a blank, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm drawing a blank. But there were just samples that were just there. I don't feel like he fully utilized these samples, and it didn't come off like he was paying homage. It came off as if he was just like, oh, it's like he just put it anywhere in the song and was just like, there it is. Y'all know the song, y'all know the sample, y'all know where the inspiration came from. And it was just like, it just didn't it didn't give, man. I was just like, why put this sample here? This sample doesn't sound like it belongs here. And the production didn't help none either. I don't know who was producer on this, or like main producer on this album. I think I need to go back in. I feel like I need to fix this part. I don't like the way that looks. I'm gonna have to use another brush. I think it was Hocus Pocus. That was Hocus Pocus. I need to cut that down a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, now it's looking choppy. It's like I don't want it to look choppy. Okay. But I just feel like this album to me sounds like a collection of throwaways. I'm sorry, but it does. And these throwaways don't even sound good to me. This is just my opinion, you guys, okay? It is just my opinion. I also feel like I need to mention I listened to this album multiple times before I took a moment to listen to other people's opinions and ideas, because I also thought it'd be important to hear what people who are actually J. Cole fans think of this project. You know, I was going to put more of that shimmer in the middle, but I don't think that's necessary. I think we're good. Okay, so I'm going to use L'Oreal's setting spray. And I put on a bit more than I normally would, but it's because I feel like I did a lot of layering with this look. So I thought it'd be best to... I'm trying not to move my face so much that way I don't create creases in my look. I like it. I like it. But see that Salem color that was in the middle? You can't even see it. It's overshadowed by the gallows color. And now I'm going to go in with Juvia's Place Egyptian Pen. But when I listened to some of the J. Cole fans, some of them really liked it. They thought it was very nostalgic. And I respect their opinions. I really do. And I don't want to come off like a hater because I'm not. I've been listening to J. Cole for years. Like, I like his Forest Drive album. I liked KOD. I liked Off Season. I liked Boy Center. So I'm familiar with his sound. And I do appreciate that he was rapping on this album. I really do appreciate that he wrote his own music. That I do appreciate. But I just feel like he missed the mark on this one. I don't know what exactly went wrong. But I don't know. It's like 1 minute he's like overly confident, talking about he gonna do this and do that, and then it's like the next he just seems so depressed. And it was just like, it came off imbalanced. It didn't feel like it was, I don't know, man. I don't know. It left me unsure and didn't leave me wanting more, and didn't leave me with any, I didn't leave this album with anything. I didn't leave with a new perspective of Cole. I didn't leave feeling like I better understand J. Cole as an artist. None of that. And that's kind of a downer for me. Yikes. All right, so I did introduce this one before, so I'm going to use this again. This is the Essence Lash Primer, Mascara Primer. And I'm going to try their Essence Lash Princess in Curl and Volume Mascara. I haven't tried this one. This is one of the other ones I had bought. So I'm going to apply the primer first, and then I'm going to try the mascara. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I felt like in this project, I felt like he wanted to make an album for the fans. maybe for his fans and maybe for the hip hop fans who appreciate the history of it. But I just feel like he didn't, if that was the case, and I don't know if that's what he was going for with this project, I don't feel like it was executed. I also feel like this album doesn't have replay value. Um, the voice of J. Cole in this project, it seemed very performative. It didn't seem like it was his voice. It kind of, like, I don't mind people switching up their tones and their flows, but it was almost like he was being so performative to where he was like, I want you to believe that I'm this tough guy. And it's just like, that's not why I listen to your music, sir. That's not why I've listened to you all for years. That's not what it just seemed like he was somebody else. I don't know this J. Cole. I don't know. Like, you know how some people have they'll present alter egos in their projects? And if this is an alter ego, I don't know who this is. I really don't. It almost, I'm not trying to say nothing mean. I'm really trying not to. I don't know. Maybe there's multiple personalities and he wanted to show us all of them in one album. I don't know. But I felt like I left this album thinking like, what did I just listen to? It had me doubting myself. It had me thinking, am I stupid? Did I miss the point? I was just like, and that's why I listened to it so many times. Not because I enjoyed it, but because I wanted to understand. Like, I genuinely tried to understand what this album was about. Like, I know what it means to be a fall off or be an artist who has fallen off, but I still was left like, so is this gonna be your last album? Are you saying you're retiring? Is this you saying hip hop is in a different place and I can't hang? What is it? What are you saying, J. Cole? Mm. I know I look a little crazy doing that, but um, this mascara feels heavier. I can definitely feel it. It tugs more on my lashes. Hmm. Okay. And I definitely see the type of brush that this mascara has. Let me show y'all. See how different that is? It's thicker. And even the mascara itself feels thicker. So it's definitely made for the curls. And I think if I would have crimped my lashes before I tried on that mascara, it would have came out a lot better. But I like it. I do like it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean up the bottom lid and I'm going to just put black liner on my waterline. I mean, because some people think that this is going to be his last album. There's some people who don't think so. Because he's had this concept for years of like um sideline, off season, fall off. It's been a whole thing for years. And this album makes me feel like this is his end. I don't know if that was his intention, but this album feels like the end. And I just feel like some of these songs sound the same. I feel like maybe 3 of them songs sound the same. They had the same concept. And I'm like, well, I think you could have done without maybe 3 of those songs. But I'm not gonna knock this man. His rollout. His rollout was good. It was enough to get everybody talking about it. It was enough to get everybody's attention. It was enough to for his sales. Like he's been doing good as far as his numbers. He did a he was selling CDs out the trunk of his car. So it is on brand with what he's doing as far as the album, but it's coming off a little performative. It's like he just want to be, I don't know. It kind of comes off like he wants to be like everybody else, but then the next part he's saying I'm better than everybody else. So how can you humble yourself but then be egotistical about it? It's just confusing. You know what I mean? That's like me saying, "Oh, I'm just like you. I go through everyday struggles," but then I turn around and I'm like, "But you're my peasant and I'm your queen, so you better bow down to me." Huh? What? That's confusing. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. Because no. I feel like that first color is too far over, so I'm gonna try to clean that up a little bit more. Because I don't have an inner color, so I'm gonna try to clean this up just a little bit. I don't want to do too much. I know you guys probably can't see it, but I can see it, and it's starting to annoy me. Yeah, that's better. I mean, if I wanted to take it to a extreme, I could be like, "Oh, I respect you. We're on the same level. We eye to eye." Nah, I lied. We're not. Go ahead and get on your knees before me and bow. Like, it's just weird. The energy I was getting from this album, man, I don't know. I don't know. I need to fix my eyebrows. I don't like the way they look. It's like one looks solid and the other one doesn't. Let me see. Where's... But let me know, have you listened to J. Cole's Fall Off album? What did you think? And you know, I found something out. Which one is it? This one or this one? He used a he used Usher's Nice and Slow sample in one of his songs, right? And I started rolling my eyes as soon as I heard I'm 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. I said, "Are you for real, J. Cole? Go, sir, sir. You got to be tripping." It just sounded weird. I was like, "Why would you put that there in that part of the song? Why? The song is not sexy. The song is not about. Why would you do this?" It just seemed really off. It was weird. Yeah, it's just And I was just like, "Why, J. Cole? Why, Jermaine? You want to be Jermaine? Is that what it is? You don't want to be J. Cole no more? Is that what this is about? Is that what all of this is about? Because you don't want to be famous no more, but you want the perks of being famous? Like, you want the fame of money. You want the money that fame brings, but you don't want fame. Is that what it is? Because I can understand that. If that's what it is, I can understand that. I really can. I can really sympathize with that. I mean, because who doesn't want millions of dollars? Like, but you do know that comes with a price, right? You do know you asked for this when you signed them contracts and when you made the deal that you made, right? Oh, I'm just checking my time. Because I could just, but I'm left just as confused about this album when I started listening to it. And I already had my doubts. Oh, I'm using All About Blur primer. I had my concerns before even listening to it, the uncertainty, and now I still feel the same way. So I was right about how I felt, my opinion. Yeah, so y'all let me know what you think. Do y'all like J. Cole's album, Fall Off? This look turned out pretty cute. I like this. This is pretty cute. If I had more time, I would have sharpened everything up, but this is nice. This is nice. And here is the final look. Thank you, Nomad. I appreciate you helping me look fabulous. Do me a favor, subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, comment your thoughts down below. Do you have any favorite songs? Do you agree with my opinions? Do you disagree? If you disagree, feel free to comment your thoughts, but please keep it respectful, okay? All right. I will see you guys next time. And as always, much love.